I am grateful to be joined today by our Lake County Sheriff Peyton Grinnell, Congressman Daniel Webster, Lake County School Board Superintendent Diane Cornegie, Animal Service Director Whitney Wilson, and Emergency Management Director Megan Melanese. As we know, Hurricane Milton is a substantial threat to our area. Milton brings a threat of dangerous winds and excessive rain. We expect to start seeing conditions worse tomorrow evening. The river and flood warnings have already been in place for Geneva up to Astor. If you're in an area that historically floods or experiences dangerous conditions during the storm, I'm asking you now, please utilize our shelters. Ask friends and family. Take care of yourself, the elderly, and your pets. Safety of our friends and neighbors is paramount. This is not a storm to take lightly. Whether you've been through a dozen storms or this is your first, my best advice to you is to prepare now. Set aside supplies for yourself, your elderly family members, and your pets. At this time, I'd like to introduce Congressman Webster to speak to our community. Congressman Webster.
Thank you so much. Good to be here today. I just came to encourage everybody. Lake County is always prepared. They're prepared again this time, and it's just a fantastic thing to see that we're going to have a great opportunity to seek shelter if you need it. But what I would say, do what the authorities say do, no matter what it is. They say leave, then leave. Say stay, then stay. No matter what it is, get ready. And this is a tough, big storm. But I think Lake County is very well prepared. And for that, I'm thankful. I'm thankful I live in Lake County. Thankful we've got commissioners and a sheriff, and fire chiefs and others, first responders that do us a good, great service for being here, being ready, being open, and responding to every detail there is to do so that we'll all be safe and secure. And a day from now, we're going to be all happy. Glad to see it come up, leave, and glad to see it say goodbye to a storm that we don't want to see come, but it is, and because of that, we're ready to be to respond to any problems there are. Thanks for letting me come today. Good to see you. May God bless this county and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, sir. As an update, the Emergency Operations Center is currently at a level 1 full activation, and we'll begin conducting 24-hour operations today. At this time, we are expecting sustained, strong tropical storm force winds to impact our community with possible hurricane strength gusts. We are currently under a hurricane warning, and we will be for at least the next 36 hours. We do have 15 shelter locations that will be opening in Lake County today at noon, including 9 pet-friendly shelters and 5 special needs shelters. I am going to read those shelter names now. Our general population shelters include East Ridge High School, East Ridge Middle School, Eustis High School, Leesburg High School, Mount Dora High School, Tavares High School. Our shelters that are general population as well as pet friendly include Mascot Elementary, Brown Lake Elementary, Spring Creek Elementary, and Treadway Elementary. Our pet-friendly and special needs shelters that also include general population will be Leesburg Elementary, Lost Lake Elementary, Asatula Elementary, Umatilla Elementary, and the Villages Elementary. As stated before, the shelters will begin accepting residents today at 12 p.m. Residents who need help getting to a shelter should call the Citizens Information Line to schedule their travel. Lake Express, Lake County's fixed route bus system, will be providing free rides on Wednesday as well to travelers who state they need to be taken to a shelter. Free rides will continue to be given until conditions become unsafe. Riders must tell the driver they are going to a shelter to get the free ride. Sandbag operations will also continue at all locations through weather conditions declining. And all updates, including shelter and sandbag locations, are available on the Lake County website at www.lakecountyfl.gov/storm. Additionally, starting today, the Citizens Information Line will be open for calls from residents 24 hours a day, and that number is 352-253-9999. Again, it's 352-253-9999, and that's where you can speak to someone who can give you answers about the storm and what to expect. As we are entering impact phase of our response, residents should be finalizing their plans for this storm. To help residents dispose of yard debris and household garbage before the storm, Lake County is opening 4 solid waste facilities outside of regular hours today only. The sites with extended hours are the Astor facility, Lady Lake facility, Central facility, and the Log House facility. Residents who are looking to drop off yard debris can do so for free until facilities close due to the storm. As always, Lake County residents can also bring household waste to our facilities at no cost. There's a list of facilities and their service hours on our website. We know the storm has many people worried. I just can't stress enough how important it is that we prepare with purpose instead of panicking at this point. It's important to stay calm, take a breath, enact your plan, and know that we have resources at the ready to assist if needed. At this time, I will now turn it over to Superintendent Diane Carnegie.
Good morning. The staff of Lake County Schools has been working closely with Lake County Emergency Management to monitor the storm and prepare for its arrival. While teaching and learning is certainly the core of our work, safety is our top priority. Our decisions about school operations have been made with student and employee safety in mind, as well as that of our community. Schools are closed today, Tuesday. We are one of several districts designated to host evacuees in our schools that will be used as shelters. So we close schools today to prepare for those guests who will be arriving, as Megan said, around noon. Schools are also closed Wednesday and Thursday. For all 3 days, after-school activities have been canceled and ELC is closed. Friday was already a pre-scheduled student day off and a planning day for our teachers. Students will not report to school on Friday, and teachers will now have a virtual planning day if they choose to do so. We will use Friday as a time to assess any damages and begin restoration efforts if needed. ELC will also be closed on Friday. We have several football games scheduled for Friday, but whether or not we will continue as scheduled depends on the state of the fields after the storm. So stay tuned. Schools will be announcing that information on Friday. I want to encourage all of our families, our students, and our employees to take necessary precautions and stay safe. And we look forward to welcoming everybody back hopefully on Monday when we plan to resume full operations. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Your Lake County Sheriff's Office stands ready to assist our citizens through this storm. When it comes to our citizens here in Lake County, they're second to none, supporting public safety and cooperating with us. That's what we need through this period of time. We're all hands on deck, ready to go. We have our disaster response teams that are strategically staged across our county. We are asking our residents by midday tomorrow to please have everything that you need done to be off of the roadways. Post-storm, same thing. If you can stay off the roadways, please allow us time to get out there. We have inmate work crews that are going to be assisting with Public Works to cut and toss any debris. Obviously, we start with the major roadways and work our way in, but it will help us tremendously if the roadways are clear until we have a chance to do that. Obviously, we're expecting power outages. If you are on the roadway, and there again, please stay off if you can. But if you come to an intersection where the traffic lights are inoperable, please treat that intersection as a four-way stop, be patient, and then proceed through the intersection as safely as you can. Keep monitoring our social media as we will continue to work closely with our local emergency management officials to share information to help keep you informed. Once again, thank you to our citizens for cooperating with public safety. Together we will get through this storm and it's our goal to keep everybody as safe as possible. Thank you. And I think we have Whitney from Lake County Animal Shelter and Nugget.
Nugget and I are here today to encourage you to include your pets in your emergency preparedness plan. So the same way you would prepare for any member of your family, please don't forget about your pets. And remember, if it's not safe for you, it's not safe for them. So please take advantage of one of our 9 pet-friendly sheltering locations if you need a safe place to weather the storm with your 4-legged friend. Also, please pack everything that your pet needs for their stay in the shelter should you decide that that's where you need to go. That would include a crate, food, toys, a comfort item, as well as identification, any medication that your pet needs. And it's super important after the storm as well to be very aware of the surroundings. Please check your fence line and make sure it's secure. Walk your pet actually on their leash after the storm. There could be all kinds of hazards out there. Your pet needs to be identified hopefully with a permanent microchip. If that's not the case, your ID tag is going to be super handy. If it's too late for you to prepare like that, you can always grab a permanent marker and write your phone number on your pet's collar, so in the unfortunate event that you get separated during the storm, that you can be reunited as soon as possible.
All right, and at this time, we're going to go ahead and start the question and answer segment. What I need you to do again is raise your hand, tell me the channel, and then make sure you say who you are directing the question to. LeVar Cooper is in the back. He will be passing around microphones. We'll go ahead and go to 6 first.
Hi, good morning. Emily McLeod, Channel 6. My question is for Megan. Does the county plan on enacting any curfews?
So any curfew announcements will be coming later, and we'll make sure that folks have that information.
Another question for Megan, Emily McLeod, Channel 6. You mentioned debris. How much debris is left in Lake County? Is it something to be concerned about? Where are the areas that we're seeing most of that yard debris?
So our crews have been working to pick up debris as quickly as they can. However, as folks continue to leave debris out, we can't guarantee that everything's going to be picked up. However, we do have crews working on it as quickly as they can.
Additional questions?
Maybe one more for Megan, sorry.
One more question for Megan. Will the county put in any voluntary evacuations in place?
So those decisions are expected to be made very shortly, and announcements will be made as well.
My question is for Megan too. My name is Spencer Tracy from West 2. I guess what is your guys' biggest concern? Is it the flooding, power outages, winds? What are you guys mainly focusing on at this moment?
So with this storm, we expect a variety of hazards. We're expecting to see strong tropical storm force winds with hurricane gusts. We are also expecting to see heavy rainfall, and we are also monitoring the St. Johns River at Astor to make sure that we understand what the flooding impacts are going to be for that community. At this time, we are seeing some forecasts that could push the river into major flood stage, which means we are looking at plans to assist that community post-impact.
I guess follow-up question, that could also lead to rescues as well. I guess that could be for the sheriff as well. Is that a concern, having enough crews to do rescues, say that St. Johns River did flood, God forbid?
So part of what our planning process is to make sure that we have plans and crews in place to conduct those rescues if needed. That's part of the disaster response team planning, as well as the additional public safety resources that we stage in those areas.
Any other questions? At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the press conference. Mr. Bishop, go ahead and walk back on. All right, thank you very much. If you have any questions or concerns, you can talk to me after we're done. Thank you.